Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another GBHL YouTube channel video. You're here with your GBHL host, as always, GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie. And it's big friendly question 30, I think.
30! We should have 30th birthday. Is it one of those 30th birthdays where people are like, oh, I'm getting so old. We're getting so old.
No.
We're 30. 30 speak friends in question, eh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, 28 for me. You did the first two on your own.
Yes, I did. You are absolutely right. And then we had, did we not have one where like...
Where both of us did one.
I told you I was uploading it and you were like, he's not uploading it, so you did one. Yeah, I remember that. Now we are doing it off the phone. We've got to be reasonably quick because I've got to pick Jane up from the airport like soon and she just sent me a message saying touchdown, but there's 47 questions, so let's get to it. We've got Khalid Mubarak. He's put nearly finished collecting the 9. The Dark Marshal and the Witch King are on their way with Theoden, Blackgate Aragorn, Gamling, Druzag, Warg Chieftain and Eristor. I converted my Moria Fellowship Legolas into Helm's Deep Legolas where he surfs down the steps shooting. My favourite scene in the movies.
I'm a Legolas fan, I don't like that one.
No, it's not cool. My question this week are, what are your thoughts on the 650 point list for Moria? So this is for you. Okay. Druzag leading 4 giant spiders and a bat swarm.
That's good.
That's good. 2 Warg Chieftains leading 5 wild wargs each. The Spider Queen and 11 fell wargs. I'm considering dropping some 4 fell wargs for another bat swarm, which takes a list from 649 to 648. After rewatching the Warg Rider unboxing, it's tempting to get them to cannibalise to convert my snow giblins to their dream of Moria wretches. Thanks for all the fun, battle companies. It's so much fun. Hope it keeps going. Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it will.
It's loads of fun. Fun to play.
Flat Force, it feels like you're putting all your eggs in one basket. Druzag's only got 5 will, and he's not going to cast it on the beasts every time. So you might want like a proper army there to do what's an army's meant to do and hold objectives.
Yes.
Because you've got quite a weak force, defense-wise, threat value-wise. You've got 3, maybe 4 big hitters with your hero monsters. But Druzag will run out of will. So.
He certainly will.
Yeah.
You told me to work on my puns and stuff, you know what I mean?
Getting better.
That was alright, wasn't it? Okay, next up we've got Don Barnett. He's put just a few thoughts on recreating historical battles with SBG. I'd recommend you leave that to the historical game systems. I haven't played enough SBG yet to know for sure, but it doesn't seem like a system that would lend itself well to scaling. I agree.
Yeah, very, very true.
As it's a game about heroes who are so much better than the regular troops in the game. Yes, they are. There are many good systems out there designed to cover battles in that scale. For example, Black Powder by Rick Priestley and Jervis Johnson. A friend and I built up armies in the 1:72 scale here in Ontario, Canada. To playing. Jane is ringing me. Gonna have to decline. Oh, gonna have to decline. It's called Chrysler's Farm, where a Canadian and British force defeat a much larger invading American force. Ask and you shall receive, James. I think I was talking about
Canadians helping us. Yeah,
that's right. 1812. I was mentioning. Ask and you shall receive, James. That battle involved approximately 3,500 troops, which is very small compared to, say, Napoleonic battles, but even at 3,500, it's way too large for SBG to cope with. P.S. Where do I send my money for the t-shirt?
It's going to be to the PayPal. Once I've got all the order forms back in, or the majority, I'll send out the request for money, and then we'll get the t-shirt sent out. Fantastic.
Jeremy Smith put, hey James, for a good historical battle, do the Battle of Yorktown, Ruffians versus High Elves. Then we'd win. I love you, Jeremy Smith. You do make me chuckle. Next up, we've got JT at Awkward Battles. Happy birthday, JT. It's coming soon, isn't it?
Well, September.
September. Is that an actual tournament?
Yes, it is.
But is that why all of you guys have suddenly signed up to it?
Well, Ed Ball paid, and then Dave and I were like, we'll have to go now.
It's an official tournament, is it?
Yeah, that one.
Interesting.
It meets all the requirements.
Yeah. Hi guys, thanks for helping me through another day. My question is regarding multiple monsters in a combat. If I had 2 cave trolls against a single model, could the first model barge to reach another combat, or would the barge push the enemy model out of range from the next troll attack?
Interesting.
Yeah, it would.
What would it? Because he still won the fight. So he still had to strike. If all strikes happen simultaneously, so you could kill it and then that one would just barge off by itself.
No. Surely you have to barge. Can you barge the model back into the troll? or somewhere towards that troll, and then
Well,
it's knocked down.
the way combat happens is that if you win the fight, the model's meant to back away first before you strike them anyway. If you do it by the how it goes. So I guess you'd barge, you'd move him back, he'd go off wherever he wants to go, and that last one will get to strike because he gets knocked back before he strikes anyway.
Interesting.
So yes, I think.
What does everybody else think about that?
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
It's a tricky one.
I've often thought things like this. What about what happens when rend and hurl happen? Like, you can't obviously rend it and then throw his dead body, can you? Or can you?
Interesting. Maybe it's a little bit like I don't know. Maybe like in a kind of heroics sense, one combat can be affected by. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I've not read anything about that though, so who knows?
Interesting question.
I've been sampling a tactic to use barge as a weapon to gain extra movement, but I'm not sure how this works when multiple monsters want to rend or barge in the same fight. Thanks in advance. Jeremy Smith put good question. We agree, it is a good question. It's a good question.
Put it to the White Council.
Yeah, let's see what people say on the GBHL Facebook page.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Camille Demansky's put, hi guys, thanks for the answer last week. It's a pleasure. Last question for today is, every day I'm watching 2 to 3 bat reps. I'm wondering why you never played Seize the Prize scenario. Any reason for that? Thanks, and James, you'll never win again.
What?
I always win. What are you on about? Always.
I think he snuck in, you'll never walk alone.
Snuck in.
You'll never win again.
And you'll never win. It's because I think I was
chanting it.
Yeah. And you'll never get a job. We have done it.
Yeah, we have. We don't think it's great for the channel because it ends up being quite boring. But we did Lawrence Company versus Bayonne.
My all-mounted Rohan is pretty much an auto win for that. Pretty much most of the time.
You should do it.
Should, unless you're incredibly unlucky, or you're up against something which is
equally fast and wins the heroic move.
And wins that move off, But so it's not, and it's not a great.
It's not particularly entertaining to watch.
We did one with Bayonne
and Gandalf the Grey Horse,
which ended up being quite entertaining because
we got it completely wrong.
You and Steve got it wrong, and I came in at the end and said, "Yeah, that shouldn't have been happening, guys," because I know all the rules.
And I won, didn't I?
You won a long time before because his bear would have had to charge.
Keep charging it.
Yeah. Next up, we've got our roving reporter. We don't even have to say his name anymore. He's put, evening! Remember to post a question while watching the semi-final, which is rather dull. I guess Germany used up all the goals.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy, ridiculous result. So, okay, got a good one, I think. Desert Island Disc. You know the rules. You're trapped on an island. What is your, 1, book? Remember, you already have the Bible and the CWOS.
Don't know what the quaz is.
Damn it, I don't know what that means, and that's really annoying.
Yeah.
That he knows something that I don't. The quaz.
Something.
Complete works of Shakespeare. Get in! I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I just worked that out. That's like winning £1 million on a game show, isn't it? The complete works of Shakespeare. That's what that means.
Okay.
Book. What book would I have? Lord of the Rings. Or To Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird is my favourite book ever, actually, I think.
I don't know. Some sort of survival book for me, probably.
Luxury item must be an inanimate and no use in escaping the island or allowing communication from the outside. A luxury item. Full Olympic weight set.
Can you make use of boulders on the island for that?
Yeah, trees and boulders.
Yeah. I think a bed. I think a good bed or a sleeping bag. I think that'd be have a good night's sleep.
Bed, actually, that's a good call. No, I'd have your bed. And if anybody wants to know, I would quite happily eat somebody in order to survive on an island. So, just putting it out there. Don't get stranded on an island with me because I'll eat you. And the final one song, piece of music. You normally get 10 songs, but no one got time for that. Enjoy. That's tough.
Let it go. Let it go.
I wouldn't drive me insane on an island.
That's the only song you've got.
That's tough. One song, piece of music. One piece of music. That's too tough. That's too tough. It depends what mood I'm in. I can't even answer.
But it's supposed to be like Moonlight Sonata. And that'd be good just as background music.
Background music on the desert island. Good questions. Learning more about Team GBHL. Next up, we've got Jamie Finnegan. He's put, thanks for answering my question. As always, this week's question, what's both of your favourite game ever and why?
Favourite game ever? I don't think I've got one, to be honest. Got lots of games I've enjoyed.
I really enjoyed that one at Throwing the Skulls against...
the one with the Dwarves.
Yeah, that was quite cool. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed beating you for the first time.
I enjoyed letting you win.
I enjoy knowing that that's not true. He said it drove you insane. It wasn't just that, it was the fact that then the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, sixth time, and the seventh time. I think it took you up until Titans for you to get back. Things I've learnt this week. I like Jamie's dwarves. I'm not so fond of the award-winning Wood Elves though. His dwarves are fun to play because he always loses with them.
Yeah, I said that, Steve. Yeah. That barrack's gone up, so I can say that.
All right, is it? Yeah, cool, good stuff. His Wood Elves are much tougher. Unless you play Rohan. It's good against them. Also, I gladly pay for Greed premium content. Cheers, guys. Yeah, we like Jamie. He's part of our big team. Elliot McDonald, the young Abe Lincoln. He's put, hey guys, back from a month of field work. Got a nice backlog to catch up on. Question, are you two going on holiday this summer? Separately, of course, and where?
No.
No, I've just opened a gym and have no money left. I have no money. Like nothing.
No, I was going to go camping in the Peak District, but no, it's not me now. Can't get time off work.
Yeah, I won't be going on holiday. I've got a wedding next year, just opened a gym. My honeymoon will be my next holiday, and that's going to be a big one. That's next year, so going to Disney World. Yes. 2, other things. Any spare t-shirts left? As unfortunately I've been staying, has no internet, so kind of missed them. Also, a link for the rules pack for DOS 2.0 doesn't seem to work. I'm on Chrome.
It should work.
Thanks, lads. Keep it up. I have to say the Battle Company's videos are brilliant. Glad you're enjoying them. T-shirts. Do you know what? We will probably have to order slightly more than what people have ordered. So contact us now, because we couldn't guarantee it. But if you contact us, there might be a chance that we can get you on there. But we can't promise anything. So email us for a t-shirt. Next up, we've got Jamie Winers. He's put, hello to the 2 Js. The channel content has been super fly. Woohoo! We're well ahead, aren't we?
Yeah.
We can even get away with me being really slack at the moment. Because we've built up so much content. Even me, I've built loads. Got battle reports on the thing. You've done a lot of battle companies with me. And you got a lot done when you went to Damien's.
Yeah, I think that's a big kicker, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's stopped us coasting week to week.
Yes.
Having a week in advance.
He's put, my question this week involves the Dwarven Champion and his heralds. 2 friendly models are in base contact during a fight. One loses and is pushed back 1 inch. Can that model still be in base contact with the friendly model? King's Champ and heralds give +1 defense to each other. Is that bonus lost if a model is pushed back 1 inch?
Yes, it will be. If let's say for some reason they're in base contact, but the banner has to move back this way, they both drop the defense down.
So why it's important, maybe why priority. It's quite important in choosing your combats in the right order. King's Champ and heralds give +1 defense. Probably an easy way to word the question. I'm sure you gents get the gist. Thanks for all the content. Love your work. It's a pleasure. Glad you're enjoying it, guys. Next up, Generation Shift. He's put... I've still got to send my stuff. Seems I just missed last week, so I'll post the same one again. Great video again, guys, and thanks for always answering my question. That's my instructor. I was saying a few weeks ago about my course at uni, and I just got my results from uni back, and I got a first in product design technology. Well done. Round of applause on the entire GBHL community. My question today is about the amount of models in a warband. I was talking to my brother about this, and I really think it could work in a tournament house rule type scene. There could be levels of heroes and lords. There could be levels of heroes and lords, and it could increase the points cost slightly. But the levels of heroes could be eligible to lead greater or smaller companies. Say a hero like a normal Rohan captain could lead the usual captain or usual warband, but King Theoden could lead 20 or 24 men. This would represent their capabilities to lead and capability of command. So 3 warbands of captains could be 1 warband and average heroes. These would contain just more than your average Joe. All captains and unnamed heroes. Yeah. We understand what you mean.
Yeah.
It's kind of cutting off, and that won't go anymore.
I think your question's been cut off by Google, by YouTube. Does it continue again? No.
No, too long.
Yeah, it was something that was considered when the rules were first come out. Like, why can a goblin captain lead as many goblins as Aragorn can lead warriors of Minas Tirith? At first I was very sort of in favour of it because I'd come from a system that was you could have Legolas and 70 wood elves.
Mm.
But now I've played Warband so long, I think it works just fine as it is.
Yeah, it works fine. Doesn't need to change. Yeah. Next up, HD Miniatures. Harry from Australia. He's put, "Hey guys, glad to see more models and variety coming up. Even the short ones are great." Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Got a few questions this week. What age are you both? If you feel like answering, I think we've asked it before.
Yeah, it's probably quite a few episodes back then. I'm 22 and 23 in August.
You liar. Are you 22?
Yeah.
I've forgotten that even though you told me, so I'm glad you asked that question. Wow.
You liar.
Wow. You were born in the 90s?
91.
Oh my god. Oh my days. Jamie was born in the 90s. Yeah. I was born in the 80s. I am 26. 27.
I think we worked that out, yeah.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? I'm not 27. I'm 26. What armies do you currently have in your collection? Rohan,
elves, dwarves.
I've got High Elves,
Mordor,
Rohan, Grey
Orient,
Company,
Grey
Angmar,
Company.
Haradumbar.
Angmar's growing. Don't have any Haradrim.
I don't.
I've got elves. Good elves.
You've got Wood Elves.
Yeah, we've got
Boys of Erebor,
we've got loads.
Rivendell Knights,
Yeah.
Eagles, everything. We've got everything. We don't, but doing all right. 3. What percentage of your collections have been painted?
I actually think mine's probably more painted than unpainted now, you know. Strangely enough.
Those weirdos.
Yeah, I know.
Mine's not.
Well, because most of the stuff I bought was for a tournament. Like, I only bought for tournaments, so I bought it, painted it. And it's only recently I've started to gain a backlog. As I'm buying stuff for the channel, I'll use that in the future.
Yeah. Mine's I've probably got about 10% painted, which is good. Thanks for your question, Harry. He's put, "Cheers guys, keep up the great work. It's getting better each time."
Thanks.
I'm glad that you're loving it, pal. Next up, we've got Kevin Demansky. He's put, "Hi guys, my question this week. During your time playing, either battle rats or tournaments, who has the most unique paint scheme for their army and what colours were they?" I like Jan's paint scheme for his dwarves.
They were cool. Once at Throne of Skulls, I saw a high elf army with an eagle, and it was all like technically it was beautiful painted, but it was all really bright pink, and it was just weird.
Yeah, that is quite a unique one, isn't it? Yeah. He's put, "On the note of the War of 1812, the Canadian side, we study. I teach the War of 1812, and most of the focus lies on a small group of people who are involved, with a great emphasis on the native allies and their contributions to the war, with no emphasis at all on the British regiments or the white people who joined the militia who helped the repel the invades. Like you guys, there is the idea that being part of the empire was not a good thing, and teaching about the military or white dead males is something that we should not be taught anymore. Where I live, it was land that was given to an Irish regiment that fought in the war as a reward for their service." I love learning stuff like this. This is dead interesting. A reward for their service. Where are we? This is something never talked about in the history that we teach. I only know this due to a tiny plaque on the side of a church near a school I taught at. We also avoid teaching. It's
YouTube's been a bit weird basically on the phone. It's if you imagine where it says "see more" at the bottom,
it's like a
there's a dot for it, but there's no "see more" to click, so the comments are sort of disappearing.
The comments are sort of the long comments are getting cut in half, so we apologise. I'm going to read that anyway because it sounds like you've got something interesting to say. And we love history. So next up, Barry O'Neill. He's put, "Hey guys, was just wondering if you will be around on a Monday after Stockport 2.0. I'm thinking about coming for an extra day this time round and for booking hotels and ferry and the like. I need to decide whether to come Thursday or go home on the Tuesday. Thanks again." Yeah, we'll be around.
We'll be around both, either end of it.
You stick around, Barry O'Neill. Spend more time with us. We like you. Next up, we've got Doom Bunny. He's put, "I can't believe you have trouble understanding Americans, James. Americans speak the English real good." Funny boy. He's put, "Sure, we have different definitions of fanny and boot, and sure, you lot pronounce a few things differently. Lieutenant, you say lieutenant, don't you?
Lieutenant, like a toilet.
Yeah, and aluminium. You call it aluminum, don't
Aluminum.
you? Aluminum. Data. It's data! Data! But at the end of the day, it's just all just culture. I think it's just from, like, you're a much bigger country than we are. Like, so much more vast. There are areas which are so remote and different. And if you speak to somebody from those parts of America, sometimes it's very foreign. It's a completely foreign way of life.
So if let's say that when that first person read aluminium, I said aluminum. Right, it's aluminum.
You
guys.
spelled it wrong
guys,
as well.
It's aluminum, and then everyone in that town decides, right, it must be aluminum, and then they don't see anyone British and how it's meant to be said. So
yeah,
the whole nation thinks it's aluminum because they're idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tube, not tube. Anyway, very sorry to hear about the slackers that didn't buy t-shirts. I'm quite ashamed of my Hobbit community and can only offer a suggestion to include a t-shirt with a year subscription to the additional content when that option becomes available.
Something we will look at.
Something that we are looking at.
Different t-shirt though. This one's for
cool people.
For you guys only.
Design ideas. Perhaps Jamie as Jon Snow riding Gwahir whilst holding aloft a Budweiser. That'll get the Yanks involved. As for a question, I'll just ask if you would consider doing a sort of gamer fitness additional content in the future that caters more towards fun ways of dropping some pounds that is gamer-centric beyond the get buff back Rex. I had a similar transformation story to yours. I know how important good health is, especially ... Damn it, we're really sorry. There's nothing we can do. My laptop's back in the gym, which I've got to go to soon. After picking Jane.
Is that something you'd be interested in doing as additional content?
How many people would like it? Would you like me to do sort of top tips? Or, I'll tell you what you could all do. If you're watching this video now, stand up now. Stand up. Are you sat on a chair? I just want you to stand up and sit down 20 times with your arms in the air. You're moving. That's good. That's good. It's doing something. Squats, sitting down, standing up. Go on, Jamie. No. And up and down. I don't do classes like that. It's a bit scarier. Next up, we got Jonathan Punchon. Hey guys, sorry I haven't commented in a while. It's amazing how busy you get with nothing to do. I have no idea what that feels like. My local Games Workshop is running a man versus hobby event where you buy a 500 point list in one go, and then there's a whole night of gaming. I wondered which army would be better to buy. A Mumuk with loads of upgrades and a few crew, Azog with Warg, Bolg and 12 Hunter Orcs with 4 bow, or Thor, Thrain, 10 Grimhammers and 12 Warriors of Erebor. Thanks guys and happy strategy battle gaming.
I like your Erebor list.
Yeah, Erebor list is the strongest there. And nicely themed.
If you want something that's easy for your challenge of man versus hobby, the Mumuk, I reckon. Mm-hmm. To build paints and do it. Yeah.
Next up, we've got Gongor, 1892. But hello, guys. Cheers for your response last week. My thinking behind making a captain my leader instead of Faramir was because then I can get Faramir's fight 5 and 3 might into the fray without much worry. I understand that. However, a captain is much easier to kill than Faramir.
Yeah. Didn't you have Faramir on foot?
Yeah, he did.
With no horse or lance or anything, so you're wasting the fight 5 really.
Yeah. I did have Faramir souped up with a horse, semi-armor, lance, etc. in a couple of practice games, but changed him with a souped up captain so I squeeze in another guard of the Fountain Court.
No. Soup Faramir up, he'll do more killing than a captain will.
All day long.
That fight 5 is too invaluable.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate your advice and will ask if I can make some sneaky changes after, as after all, it's just a bit of fun. My actual question this week is, do you have any strange or old user nicknames? My YouTube name, Gongor, came from when I went to play Battle for Middle-earth on PC about 10 years ago when I was about 9. I needed a username to play online. My favourite faction at the time was Gondor. I went to type that and spelt it wrong. 1892 comes from my love of Liverpool FC. What's going on with all you Liverpool fans? You'll never walk alone. Cheers, guys. P.S. I would be happy to pay a couple of quid a month to the channel, and I've already ordered a T-shirt.
Good man.
You are awesome, Gongor.
Usernames. I only really have 2 I ever used. I had 3. I played a game called Tribal Wars. It's like an in-browser game where you build up a village and send stuff to dice. Yeah. And in that, I just read the Richard Sharp novel, so I call myself Richard Sharp.
That's a cool name. I'd love to play a game and Richard Sharp come up.
And yeah, you joined a clan and everyone's like well, not everyone, but a couple of guys were like, Richard Sharp, as in Bernard Cornwell. You're like, yep.
That's me.
I'm the rifleman.
I'm him. O2 quality moments.
I've got The Newbie is my name from most forums. Just because when I joined it, I was a newbie, so I thought, I'll be the newbie. And also one called Jamical, and that was a nickname given to me by my friend Callum, because it was a combination of Jamie and Callum. And it was never taken on any board or anything, so I was like, sorry, Jamical.
Yeah. What have I got? I think like when, was it MSN Messenger and stuff like that? I was like Clarky Sparky and all this kind of thing. Because I used to get called Sparky when I played football when I was younger. I like to think I got called Sparky. Got called names I cannot repeat on the channel most of the time. Oh, you! Get moving! And then my forum names, if you're on the One Ring, is Thermo, and that comes from when I was on the Rome Total War forums. I was Thermopylae, and then met a few people and invented forum games, and I was Thermopylae, but off the Battle of Thermopylae. So Thermo was my main one, really. Next up, we've got Wabachiko. Where are you? He's put, sorry for the lack of questions last week. Sort it out, pal. He's put, was busy with work and I totally forgot. Well, I don't think Cho Master would do such a thing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Wabachiko. He's put, I did buy a GBHL t-shirt though.
Forgiven.
I don't think Cho Master did. Oh, it's 1-1. My question this week is about wood elves with axes. How does this work? Do wood elves normally get a hand weapon in their unit profile? How would you use this?
Yes, they do get a hand weapon in their profile, and if you were to convert them to carry whatever weapon they want, they can use it, because they don't specify having knives or anything. However,
if you've got Mirkwood Rangers and you're sticking axes to them and then winning a tournament, you are a disgrace.
You're cheating. No, not sticking weapons to them.
Blue
tacking.
That's awful.
Toothpicks with bits of wood stuck into them to make them look like an axe. Not even an e-bob axe.
That's awful.
It's also one of the reasons why we have in the DOS rule pack version 1.1.
Just so that you guys know, we are referring to a doubles tournament that went on. Yeah. And Lewis Scumcheese and Ash
the Water. At a cheater.
It's cheating.
It's cheating.
Legolas had an axe.
Legolas had an axe, but he says twin elven blade, twin elven knives.
Yeah, you can't do that.
For our tournament, it's got to be a decent standard of conversion, and I'm saying blue tack can't be used.
Blue tack is banned from all tournaments that involve us, and will now probably be banned from any GBHL league tournament. And I'm going to say that as, I would say part of a group that have an influence in that, because it is not right.
The other thing I'm sort of accepting blue tack for a reason is, let's say it snaps mid game.
Your horse ankle snaps.
Yeah.
Which happens every tournament.
Or you want to go blue tacking riders down so they're not constantly flipping off. That's things blue tack's good for. What it's not good for is sticking a toothpick to your back and saying he's got a spear.
No, that's cheating. Because if you're not willing to make the effort to make the conversion, it's not fair on the people that are, and especially if you are doing it for sort of cheese reasons.
Yeah.
It's
how would you use them though? You just pierce and strike all the time because your defense is so low anyway. There's no real risk in doing it because you lose a fight, you die.
A lot of the time, if you're defense 5 or lower, it's worth doing.
Yeah. Defense 6, it kind of gets a bit sketchy because you've got such a good defense anyway. You don't want to.
Yeah. But defense 5, you think about it. Defense 4 and lower, it's usually worth it, depending on what you're up against. Next up, we've got Larry Miller. Do you think that we might get a model which can channel Paralyze?
Yes. I reckon the Necromancer will probably be able to do it when he gets released.
Yeah. Or is the rule just there so that it was the same as all the other spells?
No, they wouldn't include it.
Also, Jamie, how do you feel about James cheating on you with these other Q&As?
Yeah,
Do mine tomorrow.
Yeah.
Welcome, Biotic Fitters, to another Biotic Fit weekly Q&A. You're here with your hosts, Biotic James and Biotic Neil, in an Irish accent. I'm practicing for tomorrow. How do you feel about that?
That's fine.
It makes sense.
It's business out. It's good.
I can't wait to show him the gym. It's awesome. It's so cool. I can't wait to show all of you. It's cool. Cool. Next up, we've got 19 Mark F91. He's put, hey guys, can you point me in the right direction for the Fallen Realms, FAQ, and errata?
No, it's not there.
I found the ones on the other source books on the Black Library, but I can't seem to find the Fallen Realms one. Thanks, and happy stretch about gaming. Who's got all of the?
I've got them all on my phone. I can re-upload them to my thing.
Go on to the
just go to the
GBHL
Facebook group. Someone will have the file ready to upload for you. Basically, when they got carried over onto the Black Library, the Fallen Realms one got left behind for some reason, and it's not there anymore.
I'm being called out.
Oh,
I'm being called out.
It's called that way. Oh, it's Quinn.
It's Quinn Duggan. You know, the one who
They beat you.
beat me in the get up. Quinn Duggan has put, "Hey guys, if you need regular opponents, I do just live down the road. Or is James too scared to play me?"
He is.
I am terrified. I am absolutely
Losing to kids is the worst things that could happen in strategy battle game. Because one, they don't let it go, ever, Quinn. You don't let it go. And two, it's just shameful in your heart. You're like, kid beat me.
That's like you when you lose to me, you know. You're like I'll let him win. Quinn, we would love to play you again. We'd love to play again. I'm really, really busy at the moment. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this with Jamie right now. This is danger time. Like, my phone's gone twice, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The gym closes in 25 minutes and I've got to be there. And I've got
Eek! Well, we better hurry up. Stop talking about it all then.
Yeah. But yeah, I do want to play. We need a better way of you contacting me. Email would be okay. Are you leaving me messages in my one ring? Because I've not been on the one ring for ages.
Yeah, I think he is. He said in the past episode.
Email ilovewargaming@gmail.com, and some Saturday in the afternoons I might be okay. It's just really tough at the moment with man in the gym. Jamie might be able to get some games in with you though, but I'm scared of you. Next up we got Wally. He's put, "Thanks guys, I'll run that points limit by my mate. My next question involves shielding. So if I had 3 units, all with 1 attack each, but one of them has a shield, can I shield with one and attack with the other 2 to improve my chance of winning the duel?"
No. If one's got a shield and one's a shield, they all have to have shields to do it together.
Yeah, and obviously there's no point in one shielding, and 2 can't just forgo their attacks, can they?
No.
There would be no point anyway, because you've got 3 dice. And,
yeah.
Thanks again. It's an absolute pleasure. I hope we answered your question there, buddy. Next up, we got Lakitha.
That's new.
Lakitha.
You must comment again next week, Lakitha.
You are in the loop. "Hey fellas, really loving the new Battle Company scenario." Yeah, you are. Yes. Yeah, they are awesome. They're so much fun. You got so much to look forward to as well, because when this comes out, there are ones still in the bank.
There's still 3 in the video manager that they've not seen.
We've played them, we know what happens, and you don't. It's awesome. He's put, "My friend and I just started our own scenario with Rohan and Black Numenorians." That's an interesting one. Just wondering how Battle Company scenarios would end and a winner being decided. Would it be based on a certain games played, or when one company eliminates the other? Keep up the great work.
I don't know. It's really up to how you want the narrative to play out. Because Battle Companies is about the story rather than the game. So just maybe what we're planning to do is get them up to a certain point where they're decent sized forces, then have a battle, and it's when it takes all basically. Yeah. If you're dead, you're dead.
You did. That's why we were a bit worried about the Great Giblin in the first game when he got shot by a dwarf.
No. But then he got extra fate points.
Yeah, worked out alright for him in the end. Next up, we got Tour Seragard. He's put, "Hi guys, I've been trying to buy all the named ring wraiths and only got the Undying left to buy." Good one to get as well. Yeah. My question is, where can you get the named ring wraiths on Felbeast? Do they exist, or do people just convert the regular wraiths for this purpose? If so, what is the best way of doing this? I'm happy and I'm strategy battle gaming. Hope you are too. Always.
Best way to convert them? Well, arm swaps. They can have the right weapons. Head swaps. But that requires you to buy another model to do it, or conversions.
I'm guessing you.
Or what I did was I bought. Well, I was using two Felbeasts with raids on, and I just painted the names onto the base. It's a really sort of get out of jail free card because I couldn't convert.
It's like a blue tack thing, man. Just because it says their name doesn't make it all right. That's all right. Do you know you can? Yeah, just I mean, as long as you've not got 2 things which are confusing. Ed does it sometimes, doesn't he? He says this is the Dark Marshal.
So he's converted.
Oh no, this is the Knight of Umbar.
He's converted to be the Dark Marshal, but I'm using him as the Knight of Umbar.
Yeah. Which, if there's no confusion there, I suppose it's not too much of a problem. Billy Fitzmaurice has put, "Batman, both of you. Also, you take the mickey out of Spider-Man. Tempted to unsubscribe now. See ya.
Right,
Because I'm Batman! I'm the hero this channel deserves." I love it. Every time.
We've got to stop mentioning Batman.
Batman. Where is she?
It's not even a good impression.
It is. It's awesome.
It's just screaming.
It's great. It's great. That's what he does. Batman. It's great. I'll be thinking of bringing a Dolgador themed army to DOS 2.0, and I'll be taking a Necromancer. That'll be fun. Yeah. So James, if we do come down on Friday, then you will hopefully get the chance to play him and witness the damage of Channel Chill's soul. Looking forward to it. I always like playing against things I've not played against before, because then they do things to me where I'm like,
they can do that.
Really?
Okay.
And then you learn, and it's cool. I love learning about the game, because then you don't make the same mistakes twice.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Like Guahir getting compelled twice in the same tournament.
Yeah, but it was
to its death.
To its death, yeah. But it happened differently.
It happened the same.
It was different.
It was the same.
It was different.
It was the same.
It was different. Because the first time it was from a heroic move off.
Oh, was it?
At the start. The second time it was just Saruman. Saruman being able to come that far, and then doing it, and then him moving into me. That was different. It's different. Anyway, what's he put here? My question this week regards Channel Chill Soul. When it's cast, do mounted models take a strength 5 hit on both rider and mount? If not, who takes the hit?
I think yeah, both take it.
Also, I assume you're both going to Longbottom Carnival. I wasn't. Now I am.
Yeah.
I think
I am definitely. And I wish you told me you would come in earlier, because I booked a hotel room early. It was a single, and now I'm like, oh man.
I'm only maybe coming because whatchamacallit, Tom Harrison.
Whatchamacallit?
Charming.
Wow.
Mr. Charming.
Tom Handsome.
Tom Handsome. See, he's been called Tom Handsome now. I've forgotten his real name. Is it Harrison? Yeah. He's basically said, do I want to come down? Yeah, he said, do I want to come down first? So I'm more, not necessarily going for the tournament, no offense to the tournament, but I'm more sort of going down to get content.
Yeah.
And then win the league.
No, that's my job.
Yeah, you've got to do it. You've got to win. I posted on the Facebook group to see if anybody needs someone to split a room with, but no one's replied. So do you know anyone who'd be willing to do this? Well, Jamie just said he's got a room.
I've got a single room.
A single room? So
my own single room. I think, maybe was it Charles Sims was thinking he needs a room, and there's a couple of other guys who messaged. I've forgotten their names. They got places to stay. But Chumley Lodge is where I think most people are going.
Cool. Next up, we've got Ben Howard. He's put, hello, fellas. He's put, I'm sorry I haven't been posting of late. Apologies. Been busy with wedding planning. Yeah, that's always fun. I've been enjoying the games you guys have been posting up. Keep them coming.
They will do.
Loads of content at the minute.
We're going to get quite a lot of back reps next week.
Yeah, we've got no filler content. We've just got quality premium content.
I've got 2 unboxings to do. Not myself. Yeah.
Ooh, I've got X-Men Lost Night. We've not unboxed them before.
No.
Yeah, we've got them to unbox.
You can do that. I'll do mine.
Separate.
So we're not going to get to meet up till next Thursday.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. My question is to you today is a double shot. But one, have you thought about what's next for your armies and what's next for the channel? E.g., mixing up the games, maybe with doubles match with allied armies. What are you planning to film down the line to spice the channel up a bit? Got narrative campaigns. The battle companies has been a new thing.
For armies, I think I'm just going to continue slowly expanding the done lendings, keep them growing. But they're so expensive to get hold of the stuff I want for them.
His next one's put, can you do a grey company back rep at 800 points? Yeah, I could do that. Just have to bring more expensive heroes to do it. So
I've got a bunch of rangers and stuff.
Have you? Yeah, we could do it. 800 points is a tough one to fill when you've got loads of models. Yeah. So we try and keep
bigger
the
heroes.
Yeah, if we do it, we'd have to do sort of big heroes, get twins and Aragorn in or something.
Aragorn.
Yeah.
25 points.
He's put, oh no. Anyway, keep up the good work, guys. Been painting up a Rohan Storm. So many horses. Yeah, it's a nightmare, isn't it? But when you've done it, it's well worth it. It's fun. It's fun to play as. You have to be a dead skilled player to do it right though. Like, got to be like a genius. It doesn't. It's hard. It's hard. It is. It's hard to play as. It's good fun. Yeah, I see what you do. Yeah. I think we should get Jamie using the Rohan in the back row. Yeah, I think you do it. You understand how it works. Next up, he's got Will Hamill. Now he's only got 13 more subs.
The Lord of the Rings guy.
Ooh.
But it's less than that now.
It's less than that now. We're nearly the
On
biggest.
Thursday, it's 8 away, I think.
We are nearly the biggest.
We have. Sorry, I'm cutting you off again. We have bounced up and down a little bit today and yesterday. We were like 57, 53, 54, 55, 53. You're like, why are you unsubscribing and subscribing? But now we're up again. So it's good.
Weirdos. What's going on?
So much as they go, subscribe, unsubscribe, and torturing me.
Not me. I've not been. I actually said to Jamie, "Are we there yet?" And he's like, "Nearly." Next up, we got Mark. Baby. But hey guys, bought the Knight of Dol Amroth, Imri Hill, and a captain list for the list I showed you at last. Cannot wait to try them out. I also got Gandalf the Ground Horse and the Scourge of the Shire. Good work.
Nice one. Nice. We need to pay some more for the Scourge of the Shire. Where is our Scourge of the Shire?
It's downstairs in the cellar.
Get it sent off to the MS.
Yeah, well, I'll wait for him to paint the stuff at the moment because I've not had anything for a while. They've been very busy, which is good. That's what we like to hear. But my question: Knights of Dol Amroth have the special rule Dol Amroth of Gondor, and it says Imri Hill counts as a banner, but he may himself use the banner? Question mark.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's got a special rule.
When he now counts as a banner, you get the VP for him if he survives. For example,
No. Has to be physical banners.
Not counts as. Yeah. So like Frodo and the Nine Fingers and stuff like that don't count. Which I played wrong for a long time. Or people played wrong against me. Next up, we have got Brad the Hipster. He's put, haha, I'm 15. Yes, I need to spend it on mounted Rohirrim and burn them. Ha 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 ha.
Why would you burn your models? That's just burn the money.
And that's illegal. It's actually illegal, isn't it? Burning cat. Yeah, burning money's illegal.
It's doing the economy a favour though. Giving value back to money.
True, yeah, because they pumped so much in it, but then they had to do that to have more cash around. Anyway, quantitative easing, that's what it's called. Quantitative easing. Anyways, was just wondering, for Stockport 2.0, yes, milking it. Could I bring a fully mounted list of the Alliance? Lots. Hopefully including Rivendell Cav in their old armour and converted Numenor Cav. Plus a cheeky ROP and Elendil ROP. I'm sure it means out of production Elendil converted. Thanks. Can't have Numenor Cav.
Can't have Numenor Cavalry, they don't exist in the rules.
What you could do is you could convert them and then just have them as Gondor.
Yeah. But then
you need a Gondor hero leading them. That's to be legal. But yeah, sounds good.
It's like Baragon or someone.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Hal Torian. He's put, what do you think of having a hero-themed Deadliest Warbands with named heroes and the troops that accompany them in the fluff, i.e. Erkenbrand and a warband of Red Shields, Lurtz and Uruk-hai Marauders? Well, that would be Mahur. Or Faramir and Osgiliath veterans. Also, I've just inherited a load of fiefdoms models. Any tips for 500-point list? I've got all the heroes and 20 plus each of Axeman, Clansman.
Oh, look at you.
Wow. Blackroot Vale Archers and Minas Tirith Bowmen. Any ideas would be greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot and keep up the good work. Well, if you've got
that, you can make whatever list you want from them.
Axemen are really good. Axemen, maybe try and convert Mount You Fall on the Fat or send it to me because I want a Q&A wouldn't be a Q&A without an appeal for models. Diana Pikemen are cool.
Yeah. You got with all the heroes there, you're doing well. Blackroot Vale Archers go for a tasty amount as well. They are the Blackroot Vale.
Always good for list building is if you go onto the sort of the One Ring forum and go into the army and ask people. Next up, we've got Kurt Leach. He put, I bought a t-shirt.
Good job.
You did. And I'm disappointed to hear my fellow hobbyists can't support you guys by doing the same. And I would contribute towards the channel probably £5 a month. Whew. Kurt Leach.
Gold member there.
You are a gold member. Well, that's probably what you will be.
Probably.
Or platinum. A diamond member.
Mithril. That's going to be the top one there.
Mithril member.
Just read the chapter where they're talking about how important Mithril is.
Jane is just on the train to Stockport, so all my days we've got to be quick. Like 5 minutes. What I should do really is I should text her and say, I'll pick you up so she doesn't walk back here and catch us. And then drop you off on the other side.
I'll just walk, it's
fine. Jamie is my love affair.
Yeah. I've done this before.
Do all this sneaking around. But if you want free miniatures, you should check out Cole's Miniature Studio.
Oh, I checked that out. It was a competition. Yeah.
You have to make a 500-point list from any game that is under $300 and put it under his post on Facebook.
Nice.
The models are also pro-painted. If you want a better description, Mini Wargaming posts a video on their channel about it. Sorry to whoever had to read out the long post, and I have no questions this week. Oh, hey, listen, people write more than what you've written there, Kurt. Don't worry about it, my friend. Next up, we've got Tom Turtle. Nice work, guys, as usual. Except from being awesome, what is Battle Companies? When was it an official expansion from Games Workshop? And if so, when and where was it published? Also, where can I pick up a copy of the rules?
If you click on the very first episode, I've got a link to the rules in there. It was made very early in Lord of the Rings sort of time frame, just to get you using models, basically having small fun games in Middle Earth. And was that the other question? What is it? It's sort of like a progressive.
Keep
campaign.
talking, and I'll tell James. I'll pick her up.
Okay, I've talked to what I was going to.
Yeah. I'll pick you up. You look, you're involved in some domestics here. I'll pick you up. Kiss, 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 kiss.
That's far too many kisses.
It's just so that she knows. Okay.
That was like 9.
9 kisses. Because I feel guilty. Next up, we got Ginger 360. But thanks, guys. And yes, I may have exaggerated slightly on Schmal costing millions.
Just a bit.
But some Games Workshop model prices make me want to cry to mummy. Hope you're right about the scale die version because it would surely be a must buy. Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Going down the same line, I guess it would be tough to use as it can only be killed by the black spear thingy, so normal warriors would be useless. I bet you get some kind of special fate roll.
No, I think it'll be like it causes D3 wounds or something. If Bard shoots Smile with the black arrow, it will cause D3 wounds.
But you won't have any sort of save for having skin that's...
No, that'll just be his defense, won't it? It'll be like defense 9 or defense 10. So regular arrows won't be able to hurt him. Strength 3 and strength 4.
It'd be like a mummock sort of defense.
Yeah.
Cool. He's put... Do you think there would only be one scenario where Schmal could be used? Cheers, lads, and good luck with the gym opening. From Rich. Thank you very much.
Probably in scenarios, they'll make, probably just 1, maybe 2. The chase through... that
stupid thing.
Stupid chase. And then maybe the burning of Lake Town. Spoilers. But,
yeah. Next up, we got Barada Kazan. He put, hey guys, more a question for the community than you guys. Anyone here from Belgium? Anyone active in Antwerp? Michaelen would be fantastic.
One Ring Population Finder.
Go on there, or go on the GBHL page. There were quite a few from Belgium, actually.
Yeah.
Matt Clays is from Belgium, isn't he? What was he? The great MC. Next up, we've got Dave Egan. He's put, sorry for the very long post. Starting from about the end of this month, I'd be happy to give you lads about £5 to £10 quid a month.
Oh, that's Mithril.
Mithril membership. We'll get on this. We'll get on this because you guys have really shown us some support and we appreciate it. And we need new cameras desperately. You need more batteries for your cameras so that in future they won't die and we'll get to see James do press-ups like a boss. I agree, because that's well harsh on Quinn.
Oh, no.
Like, because fair play to him, he beat me. I hate it. He beat me.
Keep reading, we ain't got time for this.
He beat me. I think a subscription service will be very successful. In the Spartacus seed I was talking about, all the gladiators from 2 gladiator training schools are brought out into the Capois arena. A ring of fire is made around them, and 2 schools fought to the death. Out of curiosity, how old are you both? 22 apparently, and 26 apparently. Now some SPG questions. If an Uruk-hai warrior takes 1 wound and is in range of 2 Uruk-hai shamans, both of whom have cast Channel Fury, can I roll 2 Fury dice? And if one of them succeeds, that Uruk-hai survives?
Just 1 save.
1 save.
1 Fury save.
Bard uses Black Arrow with his rapid fire. Does this mean he could potentially re-roll all 3 rolls to hit and cause 3 automatic wounds? This came up during a recent battle between me and my mate.
I'm pretty sure it's just once.
Yeah.
For that shot, it is.
Yeah. Next up. I strongly agree that they need more filming equipment so the camera doesn't fakely suddenly die out at some point just as I start to beat James to a pulp. Dave Egan, Quinn Duggan, just like you, I nearly got to watch him do press-ups live. He should have done them for you anyway, dead battery or not. He did. It's on the Facebook page. Steve filmed them. Dave Egan put where I've never seen it. Just on the Facebook group, I don't know where.
Yeah, it gets dropped down.
Yeah. Should have been pinned to top, really, that shouldn't it? Next up, we've got Stanners91. Hi, lads. Which hero that is currently available from Games Workshop would you most want to have to own that you haven't currently got? I would like to fall along the fat at the moment.
that is available.
I'm deciding whether to get Durin or the King's Champion next.
King's Champion. Gotta be King's Champion.
But cheers, guys. SYHH.
Cool.
I don't know what that means. Next up, Jeremy Smith. Oh, say, can you see? He's put disrespecting America on July the 4th. What is the Queen's birthday so I can pay you back? We don't care.
She's just done the money.
I'm sure her birthday is every day because she owns the world. Thanks for answering my question last week. You were no help at all. Of course, I looked on the One Ring. I will make my own rules and post to the One Ring. Question, what is the difference between a fell walk and a wild walk? It's the line of sight thing.
Fell walk's 1 point more, but can charge around corners, don't need line of sight, and yeah, that's it.
That's all for this week. Thursday Smith signing off. We got Elis Mikola. He's put, hey mates, I just got into the hobby thanks to you.
Yay.
Good news, that's what we're here for. I've not played a single game yet, but I've spent way over €100 for the models I have and another 100 for the books. Hope it will be worth it as there are not many players here where I live. Will be well worth it.
Yeah.
My question is for you is this. Is it super cheddar blue cheese if I convert some wood elves to have axes?
Yes.
Yeah. It's no worse than having roses with axes.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, it's quite cheesy. But I want to hear your opinion. The piercing strike would make them so much better. I feel that it is a much better special strike than fainting for high value units. Yeah. P.S. Jamie should get an afro. It would be marvellous and beautiful.
I used to have one. We used to go like
You know what to do. Picture.
Yeah.
Picture. It's going to come up now. Remember to do it.
51:47.
Next up, we've got Semp the Great. Son. He's put, hey boys, when are you coming to Denmark to play some SPG with me, have beers and eat nice food? I'd love to come, son. I'd love to come to Denmark. It might be a little while because...
Denmark's my favourite football team on FIFA. For some reason, I like them.
Nice kid. Nice people as well. We like Son. Next up, we've got the Prancing Pony. Thanks as always for sharing everything, Prancing Pony. But I don't have a PayPal account because I'm only 16, so can I post money to you with the order form?
Never post money.
No, don't post money.
Ever.
Do a bank transfer. Get someone to do a BACS transfer. And we can give you the details. And if I make it to Desolation of Stockport 2.0, what do you think of this 600-point list?
Why not come to Stockport 2.0 and we'll give you the t-shirt there if you ain't got PayPal.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. The list, Radagast with Sebastian and Slay. Warband, he's got Legolas Elven Cloak Armour, 8 Wood Elf Warriors, 2 with Bow and Spear, 3 with Blade, 3 with Spear,
All
with throwing daggers. Then Warband 2, Toriel, 8 Mirkwood Rangers. Yeah, I mean, it's lower numbers, but you've got like some big hitters in there.
Yeah, I think I've read this one. I think I remember it. Drop the throwing daggers and
increase your numbers.
And get more elves, basically, is my recommendation there.
Yeah, I would agree with that massively. Jamie Finnegan's questions come up twice.
No, he's asked a few, I think.
No, it's the same.
Oh, weird.
It's exactly the same.
David Reed.
Next up, David Reed from Scotland. He's put, hey guys, enjoyed listening to these videos and have done since the start, but I've never really thought of a question till now. Welcome. You're in the loop. So my first speak vendor question is about the 3 trolls. Recently fancied making an impulse purchase of Bill, Bert and Tom since I really like the models. Yeah, they're cool. And think they'd be fun to use in the game. However, I'm struggling to think of what army to fit them into for larger games without the Hobbit unexpected journey scenarios. Looking for something that'd be relatively themed and also stand a chance of winning games, but not a huge fan of goblins. Any thoughts? Do like an all troll army?
Yeah, you do the monster mash.
Do the monster mash.
Maybe Hunter Orcs for the Hobbit theme. What are you doing?
My back's killing me. Sorry, my back is in agony.
I read this question. I honestly don't know. Like the goblins seem to fit the theme so well with them for some reason. Same colour.
Yeah, I think do like an all monster. If you're doing it for fun, then yeah, all monster would be cool. Hoping to make it down to the Longbottom Carnival after missing the last couple of tournaments.
All the way down.
He's going to bring his. He's going to bring his tournament when he would else.
Oh, my tournament.
Payback. Fighting, talk payback. Whoa!
Who's going to run away this time?
It's be good to catch up with the rest of the Hobbit community there. Yeah, we like you, Dave. I like catching up with you. In case you in case you weren't sure. Also, a note on subscription. I'll be happy to pay a yearly or monthly subscription for some mental content. Thanks, Dave. We really appreciate that. Prancing Pony shared. With that, we are done. We are going to have to scoot because this has been danger time. As always, support your Hobbit hobby.
Comment, like, share, and subscribe. He's done it wrong. Happy strategy battle gaming. Goodbye, everyone.